Hey everyone, this is Robin from RobinLynnHealing.com, aka the Mommy Healer, and I just wanted to jump on real quick today because something happened last week and I wanted to share with you guys because I thought it was really important, especially if you have highly sensitive kids and you notice that they're struggling with communication, and if you feel like you're repeating yourself all the time or your kids aren't listening, you tell them to get their shoes 1,000 times and get them on their feet so you can go, and they're still sitting there playing video games. This is just such a source of craziness, and I know in our house, and I'm sure in other people's homes, and I just wanted to share my insight on this when it comes to highly sensitive kids and children with autism, children with sensory processing disorder, and children with ADHD. So I went with my first grader he's 6. He won't be 7 till July. So he's younger. He's one of the youngest in his class. And we went on his field trip. We went to the Natural Science Museum. And we sat with this lovely gentleman who was teaching them about dinosaur bones. And of course, my 6-year-old, he's the first in line. And the gentleman was really excited to share this dino bone with him. And I see it right away. And he goes, okay, whatever you do, don't hold the dino bone like this above your head. Don't do that. You know, it'll crack and it'll break and I'll be really sad. And I went, oh no, because I saw it coming a mile away. So he hands off the dino bone to my son. And what does my child do? Boop. I knew it right away. And the man was so upset. He was so upset. So I tell him to pass off the dino bone and I pull him over to the side. And, you know, at that point, there's nothing that I can do to undo what has happened, but I'm certainly not going to shame my child. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So I pull him over to the side and I say, what did the man tell you not to do? He said, hold the dino bone above my head. And I said, and what did you do? I held the dino bone above my head. I said, and what do we have to do? Say sorry. I said, okay, let's go apologize because, that was something that we shouldn't have done. And he did. Of course he did. But here's the thing, okay? And I want to be clear because communicating and communications with your highly sensitive child, with your child with special needs, with children in general, I don't even think it's just highly sensitive kids, but highly sensitive children are my focus. So, and I know for a fact, right, this isn't all kids, right? If it was another kid first, he may have held the dino bone properly. But because Braden went first, that was the result. So I'm not saying that this is true of all children, but I can tell you, for highly sensitives, this is probably true. And what's happening here in this scenario is that there was no positive, okay, and I'm going to explain what positive means in a minute. There was no positive goal achieving phrasing. So the man said to him, don't do this. And he held the dinosaur bone up above his head. Now my child, specifically my middle child, my 6-year-old, has an undiagnosed auditory processing disorder. What does that mean? Okay. And I don't know if this is true in your house, but that means for your highly sensitive kid. Not all kids have auditory processing disorder that are highly sensitive, but if you have a child that this is the language they speak, okay? And for my child specifically, and others like this, they're going to follow your visual first. They're going to follow your visual cues. That's the imprint. That's creating resonance. He's watching what you're doing, and he has dismissed your verbal direction. The other part of this, right? So now he's just always assume if you're going to use a visual cue, the child is going to follow what is shown to him. The other part of this, as far as communication goes, is the word don't or the word no. These are actually trigger words for children, for highly sensitive children. Okay, this is what you see when tantrums happen, when meltdowns happen. Okay, things like don't and no, don't do that, right? And for us, it's almost impulsive. It's our go-to, especially when we're like, don't grab the knife. Like, well, of course, that's what comes out in that. It's reflexive. It's just it's your first go-to. So my point is, couple that with the don't, right? The directions were not clear, they were not simple, and he copied what was shown to him. There's nothing wrong with my child. There's nothing wrong. He's not a bad kid, right? Which is what this man, I don't know his opinion of my child, but I'm sure his first thought about my child was, well, why didn't you listen? Well, he did listen. He listened with his body. He watched. He imprinted what you showed him. So a better way, ways that we can communicate with our highly sensitive kids, and this is true of all kids. This is just such good practice. It takes time. I've been working in this field for 10 years, and I still get hung up. I still forget. I still use, the don'ts and the negative phrasing. Okay, when we're talking about positive, a lot of people confuse positivity for an emotion. Oh, I must respond to this positively, or I must, have a positive mental attitude. But positivity is really a magnet, especially where communication is concerned. Positivity creates cohesiveness. It means my mind and my body and my words and all of us, all parts of me agree. So, just in this specific scenario, something that could have been done is hold the dino bone here for your safety and the safety of the dinosaur bone. Hold the dinosaur bone here. Repetition for highly sensitives, for all of us, is helpful. Please hold the dino bone here. This will keep everyone safe, okay? And then when you hand it off, once you've shown them the expectation, and just by suggesting, right? All that was happening here was a suggestion of where to put the dinosaur bone, and my child just accepted it. He didn't dismiss he dismissed the directions, and he accepted the suggestion of where to put it. Okay, so creating cohesiveness, creating simplicity in our words, creating goal-achieving phrases. I use my words to create direction or directional, consistency. Okay, I transmit this. Buddy, go get your shoes. Buddy, your shoes are on the stairs. Go get your shoes. Okay. Once he's gotten the shoes, right? Next direction, put the shoes on. Remember to open the flap, put the shoes on. Keep giving directions. Keep them small, keep them simple, keep them short. Once they achieve a task, awesome job. What's next? Okay. So I hope this little video helps about communicating with highly sensitive kids, with autistic kids, and again, keeping it positive, understanding positivity is creating goal-achieving phrases. This is the best way. This is the way we can communicate with our children. This is a way that we can mirror and transmit to them how to get from one place to the next safely, and this will help in the long run. And I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like, share, comment, and follow me at Robin Lynn, the Mommy Healer. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, as well as you can follow my blog online, robinlynnhealing.com. And I really look forward to connecting with you. Tell me more about you and your highly sensitive child. How do you guys communicate? What creates thriving? Comment below so we can share with other parents and spread the word about how to create positivity for our children. Thanks so much. Talk soon. Bye.